We are now 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving. That means if you haven't started planning your Thanksgiving menu, it's time to start. And today, we're bringing you the appetizer ideas. It's our top 7 holiday appetizers. Even if you don't make appetizers on Thanksgiving Day, an appetizer dinner is a good thing to have the night before Thanksgiving. You can make all these ahead of time, like that Wednesday morning or even that Tuesday night, and then the day before Thanksgiving, while you're prepping all the other stuff, getting everything else ready, just sit out the appetizers and everybody can feast on that while you're hustling and bustling around the kitchen. I just love it. I love the holidays. Let's make some appetizers. First, we're making a pigs in a blanket ring. It's a pull apart pigs in a blanket ring. So Sissy's gonna open up the crescent rolls. Okay, so we're just gonna unroll the crescent dough. We need to spray the bundt pan really good because we want this to come out of here. Yeah, we want it to come out of here really good when these are done. We just roll up the little smoky and the crescent dough. You can use canned biscuits for these too. I actually like biscuits better, I think, but got crescent rolls this time. We've got the oven preheating to 350 for these. When Sissy gets those two in, I'm going to try to stand them up closer to the middle like this so that hopefully they will bake up into a nice ring, just like that. Okay, now they're gonna go in the oven for about 15 minutes or so. I'll just keep a check on them, maybe 15 to 20 minutes. For the next one, we need almonds, mayonnaise, cream cheese, bacon, green onions, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and sharp cheddar cheese. Sissy's shredding that for me right now. This is $1 Million Dip. So we're chopping up the onions, and we're gonna chop up the bacon. The bacon is cold. I have it left over from breakfast this morning, surprisingly. Okay, you got that cheese ready just about, Sissy? Yep. The cream cheese wasn't quite soft enough, so we're gonna put it on defrost for just a few seconds, soften it up a little bit more, and we'll be ready to mix this together. All right, that's pretty good there. Now, Sissy's gonna put in some mayonnaise. We need about half a cup in there, Sissy. And we need half a cup of these slivered almonds. I'm just gonna eyeball that. Might have been a little more than half a cup, that's okay. We like almonds. Now, we're putting in the cheddar cheese, but I'm gonna save some to sprinkle on top at the end, so I'm gonna leave a little bit in here for that. So we're putting in about 1.5 cups and saving a half cup to sprinkle over the top. Same thing with the green onions. I'll leave a few of those out to sprinkle on the top. We're putting in the bacon. And we're gonna put in some salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder. Just about 1/4 teaspoon of that garlic powder. Okay, we're gonna transfer this to this casserole dish here. This last one is my favorite. It's a turkey cheese and cracker board. We made one of these several years ago. They're fun because you can make them different every single time. We used a pear before for the turkey, and we may have made one another time with something else as the turkey. This time we're going to use a mango. So we have that as the turkey's body. There we go. I almost forgot about the piggies in the blanket, y'all, but they're okay. They're still fine. And they do pull apart really easily. Yeah, they're pull apart ones. Look at that. Isn't that great? And I got barbecue sauce to dip them in right there. Bacon, pimento cheese appetizers. We just need some pimento cheese. We picked out this palmetto whipped cheese. It's palmetto because it has the peppers in it. We'll do the townhouse crackers for this one. I'm gonna use my cookie scoop to get the cheese spread out just so that it stays in a nice little shape for us, but we might not need that much, I don't know. Yeah, that'll work. You can do this with any kind of spread. You can get some of those cream cheese spreads that have peppers or herbs and stuff in them. Now I'm gonna slice this pepper up. Since these are spicy, if you use some, you know, a spread that's not spicy, you don't have to put the peppers on here, or you could do bell pepper because it'll just make it pretty, like especially red or green, red or green for Christmas colors, you know. We'll just put a piece of bacon and gently press down. Now we'll just put a little pepper on top. Now we'll just sprinkle this all over the top, and it doesn't matter if it falls down on the plate, that just makes it pretty. And that's it. Yeah, if you had red pepper seed, you could do red, green, and it'd be really nice, pretty Christmassy colors. There you go. Bacon, pimento cheese appetizers. We're gonna do them pretty little, about that big, maybe just a little bit more. Cover up that Velveeta there. I'm thinking they're gonna need to cook for about 7 to 8 minutes. We'll just time it here and see. I'll set a timer for 7 minutes and we'll see where we are.
We did it.
Maybe.
I think we've done it, folks.
You're right though. They did, I think, have a little something. What do you think?
They had a little cheese on the outside, but I think.
How did they do cheese on the outside?
They probably just, you know, like you've seen on a grilled cheese on like the guys' cooking channel. Sometimes they'll put like a layer of cheese on the outside of the bread.
Yeah, but how do you get that with this?
They're
looking good.
They're looking good, folks.
But they don't look, well, I don't know, Daddy. They are starting to kind of look a little bit more like theirs.
Folks, ours starting to look more like theirs.
You're looking at about 6 minutes cook time on these hot shots with the oil at just, it's a little bit over medium right now. Maybe they let the cheese be on the outside and it just kind of melts all up on it. Well, that's what I'm going to do this time. The first batch, I tried to not let the cheese be on the outside. This time, if it's on the outside, I'm just letting it go.
They're crispy like theirs are.
Yeah, they are. Y'all,
Is it good, Mama? Their honey mustard was a little bit different than this right here, but let's go ahead and give it
It was thinner and it had poppy seeds in it, I think.
There it is right there. Let's try it. Wow. That's really good, y'all.
It's pretty close. It's not exactly, but it's close.
Not exactly, but it is really close. Close enough if you want to get another one.
Here's what they look like, but don't let the looks. This is how theirs look too. No, theirs was smoother than ours, but that's what that was the color of them, you know.
That's a good taste right there. See these bad boys right here with that cheese coming out? Take that thing and just dunk it right down in there.
It tastes very close to theirs, doesn't it? It's really close.
Do that right there.
So I've got 1 pound of sausage. Now this is a sausage balls recipe without biscuit. I'm not sure if it was this exact recipe, but when I made one a year or so ago without the Bisquick, and you know, made them this way, Titus really loved those. Normally he doesn't like sausage balls, but he really liked those. So we've got our sausage in there. We're gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, we need 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. shred up this cheese. I've got extra sharp cheddar, and I have just a little bit of Colby Jack left over. I'm gonna go ahead and shred that up in here too. We need 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And we need a 1/4 cup of milk. They're great, y'all. That's all that's left. They'll be gone probably by this afternoon. I like these better than the Bisquick ones too. I still like the ones made with Bisquick, but these are not as bready. I think I told y'all this probably the last time I made sausage balls, but they're more sausage and cheese and not as much of the bread, and that's how we like them. So if you like, you know, to have more of the bread in there, you'll probably like the Bisquick ones better, or you could add more flour and stuff to these, but this is how we like them. They're really good. Time for the mini cheese balls. We're putting in 1 block of softened cream cheese. And since we're just doing the mini ones, I'm only gonna use half of this pack of ranch dressing mix. This is just a really simple, basic cheese ball recipe. We'll go ahead and mix this cream cheese and ranch mix here. We're gonna put some mozzarella and cheddar. And I'm gonna save a little bit of this.
Save this for what? Save a little bit for what?
I'm gonna save a little bit of that for me. Okay, we'll mix that in. Okay, we're gonna take some crackers. I think I'll just need about half a sleeve. We're gonna crush them up. We're gonna scoop up a little ball. Try to shape it a little bit, and then we'll cover it with the crackers, and I'm going to put it on this plate over here, and there we go. That's our simple mini cheese balls. Alright y'all, that's going to be it for today's video. Let us know your favorite holiday appetizers in the comments below.